Chelsea crash out of the FA Cup following a 2-1 defeat to Brighton away at the Amex Stadium. An absolutely unforgivable, unacceptable, poor performance. Every negative word I have in my dictionary I will use to describe this game today, because I'm sorry, but how on earth was that a competitive knockout game? Where was the urgency? Where was the quality? Where was the desire to turn things around? And guys, I'm sorry, but I've never had less belief in a game that we can turn it around than in this one, because the players gave me nothing. And sadly, it looks like this is the game that will send the whole fan base into turmoil. Once again, flashbacks from last season, talks about the manager, talks about the players, talks about the ownerships, and within right. Because, I'm sorry, but with what we've been promised here, with the future that we're believing in, this process that we have embarked on, and this journey was supposed to lead to us getting to these finals and winning them. Last year, in one of our worst seasons, we got to a final and a semi-final, Wembley twice. This year, didn't make it out of round of 16 and the fourth round. And I'm sorry, but it's just beyond me. Not acceptable. So really, really angry, guys. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Nina. And yeah, stick around for this match review. It's not going to be pretty. And yeah, I am just really, really disappointed, because as you know, some of you who watch me regularly will know, I take these domestic cups really seriously. I have said if we can win an FA Cup, that would mean so much, because, you know, I've been to the finals at Wembley now. I'm sick and tired of walking away with the same feeling of emptiness, just literally saying when next. And again, clearly not this year. So the fact that, you know, we now supposedly had better resources, that we supposedly came into the season with more depth in the squad, to find ourselves in this position is just beyond me, because it was meant to be that last season, you know, how did we get to a final and a semi-final with the injuries we had, and with the lack of quality we had, and the lack of chemistry we had, and the lack of, you know, just this disjointed nature of everything around us. So to look at this season now, which is meant to be a positive one, it's meant to be an improvement, you know, we've spoken about taking steps forward, and now it's all once again coming down to the squad building, to the foundation that has been built for Maresca, and for the questions that follow. Can he actually really succeed here with what we're working with? Now, guys, I'm really, really angry, because again, I thought FA Cup, I am taking it seriously. I really, really want the players to take it seriously. And they just showed me nothing. There was literally no urgency. And these are the games, guys. These are the moments where you really, really do lack those leaders. And ironically, on the back of this shirt is Thiago Silva's name, and nobody has even come close to expressing the leadership qualities on the pitch that he did. And since then, we have not been able to pick ourselves up in these games, when somehow from a 1-0 up, you're 2-1 down, and you just need one goal to get you back in the game. You need someone that's going to shout something inspiring, or just tell you to pick your head up and try harder. Not jog around, not walk around, not recycle the ball every single time we have it on the wings and do absolutely nothing. You know, the fact that that first half was so poor, and you could probably say that for both teams, and that it was quite boring to watch at times. But you know what? I said there's a second half. You can come out with more energy. You can change something. You know, we can look brighter. Well, guess what? Only one team took that advice, and it was not Chelsea. So looking at the way we set up and the lineup and everything, I thought, okay, great. You know, he's made some changes. Sanchez is starting in goal. Rolled my eyes, but you know, life goes on. The show must go on. And, you know, everyone else pretty much as expected. Enzo's been given a rest. Dewsbury Hall's alongside Caicedo. The back line once again has changed, because Trevor Chalobah comes in. You've got Cucurella, you've got Malagusto, because Reece James is not there. You've got Toes in there. And, you know, further up front, Cole Palmer obviously starts. Neto, Sancho and Nkunku starts. And again, you're sitting there and you're looking at that lineup and you're thinking, this should be a team that's more than capable of achieving something here today. And it's the fact that inside 5 minutes, by the way, in those first 5 minutes, that's probably the most energetic kind of we looked, with the chances created and the fact that we actually got to a goal scoring opportunity. We are once again given a gift on a plate from the opposition making a mistake. Yet apparently, guys, The inference I have here is that Chelsea don't like surprises. Don't bother gift giving. Don't bother surprises and nice surprises, because there's no point. We don't like it. So what we all say instead is, oh, we're going to give you a second chance here to take that back. So have the 2 goals and, yeah, walk away with the win. I mean, what on earth, you know? I'm sitting there and I'm happy, but am I really happy at 1-0 up inside 5 minutes when I've watched Chelsea show real signs of weaknesses in our last kind of fixtures? And you can stretch back to December now, because it seems like these problems and this patch we thought we were in, this little pit, it's becoming a lot harder to climb out. And if anything, it's getting deeper and deeper. And we actually have the soil getting very, oh, I don't even know what I'm talking about, guys. I'm just really angry. No analysis today, just pure emotions. And I'm literally filming this as soon as I've watched it. And I'm like, well, back to the therapy sessions then, guys, I guess. But yeah, I'm so disappointed with just the lack of urgency as well. You know, we go 1-0 up, and then very quickly after, took 7 minutes for us to equalise. And again, it's a great in-swinging cross. He's in a perfect position in between all our centre halves, and it's in. It's a great header, great finish actually. And there you go. It's 1-1, and you're sitting there and you're thinking, well, of course, come on, too good to be true for Chelsea to keep a clean sheet, isn't it? So yeah, there we are. And then there's all to play for. And again, Brighton emerged from that second half the team that looked hungrier, the team that wanted to win it. And, you know, I saw that and I thought, yeah, right now we are separated by just this one thing that this is going to come down to: desire. Literally desire. And Chelsea, I can't even describe how lackluster we were. Just going forward, taking a touch too many, misplacing passes, you know, Nkunku as well. I mean, I just remembered that opportunity he had in the first half, guys, where he decided to kind of, I don't know, lay it off to another winger. You were literally in a perfect goal-scoring opportunity there. Put it away. Just finish it. And it's just like, once again, you're frustrated and you're looking back and you're thinking, well, you know, so blatantly obvious. I think we've been crying out for. There's just nobody there. No one there, that box presence, that target man that can just put those away for you. And it's literally just as simple as that. So Chelsea, you can spam in as many crosses as you like. They can be aerial ones, they can be on the grass. It is going to be pointless, because at one point Nkunku was literally beside Chalobah and Tosin. You know, might as well just have played in a back 5 or something. But I'm sorry, it literally looked like we were void of ideas as well. And then that's, I guess, on Maresca, because I'm sorry, but it was just such a struggle to inspire anything remotely nice to happen on that pitch. And it looked like we gave up in the second half. Yeah, it was just like, come on, Brighton, maybe you can get another here, actually. And, you know, they did. They got their second goal. And, yeah, how lovely is that? Again, you can have all the space in the world. You can have your opportunity. Put it away. And then, you know, get close to a third as well, because you can have a third if you like. And you know what? Their energy and their desire wasn't the only persistent thing on the night. I mean, the fans. Do I say fair play, or like, how on earth did you keep up with booing Kukureya for as long as you did, literally throughout the whole game? So persistence on all rounds, yes. If you're a Brighton fan, then yeah, talk about persistence and consistency. But really, really disappointing from a Chelsea perspective, guys. And obviously the problems here that we're going to talk about following this game are going to be much, much more deeper rooted. You know, a lot of things will resurface regarding the hierarchy and actually the sporting directors. And, you know, we've just literally passed a transfer window that just ended up being quite horrific in every sense of the word. So not great, guys. Not great. And guess what? We have to go there again next week. Ah, how lovely is that? This time in the Premier League. And now, this for real becomes a must-win game, because for now, there is nothing else to fight for this season apart from getting a Champions League spot. No if, buts or maybes. No excuses. That is an absolute requirement. So that game, yeah, Chelsea, not a bounce back. I don't even know what you need to do. But from here on, you can't drop any more points. And then the Conference League, of course. But that's kind of like an expectancy, isn't it? But yeah, guys, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. And again, just so uninterested. Literally uninterested. It just looked like we were waiting for the full-time whistle so we could go have dinner by the 75th minute. And again, not a single part of me, guys, believed that Chelsea could turn that around in the second half, not with the 1-goal deficit again as well. I did not believe we could get an equaliser. Literally didn't. So, yeah, that's cheery, isn't it? Let me know how you guys feel. I'm sure that, you know, I'm going to be hearing, again, some hard truths tonight, and I don't blame you guys. There's so much to be concerned about, so much to question here. You look at the bench as well. Which player do you bring off the bench in a game like this as well, where you need to inspire something on the pitch? Yeah, okay, Enzo Fernandez came on, but again, very, 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 very thin on the ground. Not spoiled for choice at all. Who do you bring on to motivate your players to come and try and fight back, to get an equaliser, to try and get through to extra time and hopefully get something out of there, or penalties? But yeah, guys, great Saturday night ruined. Thanks, Chelsea. But yeah, guys, we'll talk about it, I'm sure, again this week. Obviously, it's quite hard to say anything positive actually about today, and actually I want to bring Cole Palmer into the limelight today, and not in a positive way, because if we're going to praise him and we're going to talk about how sensational he is, which he absolutely is, and I'm not taking that away from him, Palmer was very poor today. He gave away a lot of balls, and frankly he probably made it easier for Brighton as well to retrieve possession at times. But Palmer was really poor today, in my opinion, and it goes for everyone, so I'm not even going to properly single him out here. But everyone all round, disappointing. Just disappointing, because here I'm looking at us as a team, because I can't judge us as individuals anymore. You know, we're supposed to now be a cohesive collective team that sees out wins, that does things as a team, that can collectively drop in 7 out of 10 performances week in, week out, everyone across the whole pitch in every department. Yet sadly we're still coming out of certain games with some players having good games, other players having bad games, and yeah, gone are the days back in November, October, where we were, you know, again, playing as a unit, and really disappointing, guys. So I think I'll just wrap up on that, because again, I realise this has been a very negative video, but I'm sorry, guys. Even me, the positive person I am, I'm struggling to find a positive. And I guess for me, it probably just hurts more because I really wanted us to win an FA Cup. That has been literally on my top 3 things I want Chelsea to do this year. But there you go, that goes out the window. So yeah, great. We get to have a kind of a second try, I guess. And maybe if you want one positive, guys, to just round this out on a positive, well, we did win against Newcastle in the league and then go to lose in the cup at St James's Park. So maybe now that Brighton have knocked us out of the FA Cup, we go there again and win. But, you know, that's easier said than done, if only it worked that way, right? But yes, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts, of course, in the comments down below, guys. I want to know how you guys are feeling. Rant it all out, you know. Like this video, please. And if you're a new viewer and you're not subscribed to the channel, then please hit that subscribe button as well, guys. Thank you so, so, so much. Try and do something nice for yourselves, I guess. Have a lovely rest of your weekend, and I will see you soon. Up the Chelsea.